How you doing? This is Steve Goggins of Goggins Force, one of your coaches of Elite FTS. As you can tell, I like doing videos when I'm driving. And now it's getting evening, so it's about ready to be dark here in a little bit. You know, get dark shortly after 6 o'clock here around here. So the question I got asked that I'm gonna try to give you an answer for. And there's several ways you can do this, but I'm gonna tell you how I would do it. Well, a couple different ways I'll tell you. Is how would I program somebody doing deadlift only meet, a competition? How would I program somebody doing deadlift only competition? And to start with, I look at it like this. Your deadlift helps your squat. Your squat helps your deadlift. So number one, I would keep squatting, and I would keep training heavy. Keep training hard, heavy, hard. The same type of training you would do. Only difference is you probably back off close to a competition. Probably if I was programming somebody for a deadlift only competition, it'd probably run something like this. Probably bench on Monday, probably squat on Tuesday or whatever, and deadlift on Friday. It'd probably run something like that. But you can do it all different kind of ways. You can break it up in different ways. You know what I'm saying? You can squat on Monday, bench on Wednesday, and deadlift on Friday. But I'm thinking since it's a deadlift only, get the bench out of the way so you can train your chest pretty hard, get your pecs all good and sore. Because your pecs sometimes can cause an issue. Deadlifting, pecs get tight sometimes when you pull. So maybe get it at the beginning of the week, get it out of the way. Because your squat's not going to be a big deal. It is, but you can do like different kind of bars, because you're not training for a squat competition, so squatting competition, so you can use safety squat bar, camera bar, Duffalo bar, use different bars, so that you don't complain about your bench press, affecting your arms and your shoulders or whatever. So it's different ways to do it, and you can still get the work in, at the beginning of the week with your squat, which you need to, because your squat is very important to your deadlift. I think it makes a big difference. I don't think I would have pulled what I pulled if I hadn't squatted what I squatted. I don't. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. But other than that, so if you got the deadlift set up at the end of the week, you got more days rest, which I don't do. You gotta understand something. I don't believe in doing a whole bunch of multiple stuff throughout the week anyway. I'm straight old school powerlifter where, you squat once a week, bench once a week, deadlift once a week. And you can do some other stuff light if you wanted to. If you wanted to squat again, if it was set up that way, if you wanted to bench again light before, like on Wednesday or Thursday. If it wasn't training for a deadlift competition, then I would throw that day in now. But being training for a deadlift only competition, for those 12 weeks, I would just train those 3 days, and I would do it that way. Another way to do it, this is assuming that you can squat and you just choose to just do a deadlift only meet. This is just assuming that. So that's what I'm assuming. So if, for instance, say you can't squat, and you got some issues going on with that, I don't know what it is or whatever, arm or something, or it can't be your arm because you need to use the arm for deadlift. I don't know if you just don't like to squat and you got bad knees or something, because you can pull pretty heavy with bad knees, even though the deadlift affects you, can bother your knees too, but not like to squat well. Probably, if that's the case, I would do a lot of assistance work anyway, so I would keep the days the same and do leg press, and all the other assistance exercises on that day, Tuesday, which I'd set up, and swing it like that, and that would work also. It's pretty simple. I wouldn't, just don't overthink it. Then you get about 2 weeks out from the competition, a couple weeks out from the competition. About 10 days out, just like you would for a full power competition, you go squat like 10 days out anyway. That's going to be your last squat, 10, 12 days out, something like that. Heavy anyway. Just keep it moderate. Then you ain't got to go really, really heavy because you ain't really, it's about the deadlift. And I'd probably pull, keep the squat like really moderate or light the last time, and then I'd probably pull maybe 14 days out, or 14 to 15, 16 days out. Full competition, I used to go 21 days out. It just depends. I've tried both, 14 and 21. I had good results doing both. Seems like I feel better if I rested longer, and if I gotta hit a heavy squat, one more heavy squat, then I want a longer rest for my deadlift. If you don't need to squat as heavy because you ain't doing nothing but it's a deadlift competition, then you maybe can move it up to 14 days out. So anyway, that's me rambling and telling you how I think about it, how I feel about it. That's my advice on how I would program some sort. Just depends on the person. As far as the days, and somebody may say you want to train different days. That's kind of an idea how I would do it. If you don't like it, you can do it your own way. That's what I got. Until next time, see you later.